The Amada Vipros is a punch press that punches different set patterns into a sheet of steel to create multiple parts. When starting up the machine, the operator will first turn on the chiller. The purpose of the chiller is to keep hydraulics from overheating. The operator will start the chiller by pushing the green Go button. Next, the operator will start up the machine. The bar is moved into the on position and the green start button is pressed. There should be two green lights that turn on by NC Ready and Top Dead Center. The operator then hits the reference 0 button to bring the screen to the home menu and presses the +X, +Y, and turret buttons to zero it out. There will then be a third green light at axis reference, which means the machine is ready to run. The operator first must check the dispatch list for the next job to run. The dispatch list is a list of jobs to run on your machine in the order that they are on the list. This list includes program number, steel needed to run job, weight per sheet of steel, how many sheets to run, cycle time per sheet, and a place for the operator to fill in the date completed and their initials. The operator will then make sure that there is enough steel in place to run the job. The tool list must be updated to include the tools necessary for the run of the next job. After the tool list is updated, the operator will edit the program of the pattern for the job in the computer if any changes are necessary. The program is then sent from the computer to the machine. The operator will click and drag the program over to Send to CNC. There will be two arrows next to CNC on the computer as the file is transferring. When the arrows disappear, the program successfully moved over to the machine. The operator will then reset the counter on the machine by pressing the MDI function Set PO Input button. Please do not leave the machine in edit mode any longer than necessary. Any kind of power outage while in edit mode will cause the machine to close all its parameters. After the job is loaded into the machine, the operator will set up the tools necessary for the next job. The operator will look at the setup sheet to match the tools that are needed. The tools will be changed in the turret. To change the tools, put the machine in manual mode, select Job Turret, then change punches, then dies per setup sheet. The operator then loads the sheet onto the machine. The steel needed is indicated on the setup sheet and dispatch list. Slide the sheet off of the skid of steel and onto the Vipros table. Then the machine is started by pushing the start button. When the machine is started, it will run the job punching the steel according to the preset pattern. While the machine runs, the operator will prepare the orange tags that need the part number, part description, date, and number of pieces, and then the operator's initials. The blueprint of the patterns are pulled out to check the parts coming off the machine. Then you must issue the steel. Issuing steel requires you to record steel used, the gauge, the number of sheets used, the order numbers used for that steel, and the total weight in pounds, so this can be taken out of the system to keep inventory correct. After the machine is done running the first sheet of steel of that job, the operator will pull it off the machine and check it against the blueprints. The operator measures each set of parts on the sheet of steel, making sure the dimensions of each part all match the dimensions set on the blueprints. If all the parts match up with the blueprint, the operator will then run the required number of sheets for the job. When each sheet comes off the machine, the operator shakes the steel to loosen each part from the web. Each part must be deburred using the deburring tool and/or hand grinder. The smaller parts are placed into a bin, and the first part will be tagged with the information for the whole bin. Larger parts are stacked together, and once the job is completed, a tag will be wrapped through a hole in all the stacked parts. The operator will update the dispatch list and the completed list after the job is done. The parts are then delivered to the area the order states.